What's up everyone, just wanted to do a quick introduction. This is the second game I ever made. It was the sequel to Red and the Phantom Castle that I put out on Monday. It's quite a long game, so I'm going to have to split it up into parts. This is of course part 1. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy and I'll see you in part 2 and other videos. Bye! Hey, another one of the classic intros that was used for one game and never again. I was actually really proud of this because it's pretty good. It showcases Red's kind of goofiness. But yeah, Timeless Tunes, another kind of company name that I was going to go with that ended up just not feeling right when it finally came down to it. And of course, there's a big upgrade to this.
The townfolk rejoiced and named Red the hero of Celeria.
So you'll notice that this is obviously very similar to the original Phantom Castle.
He learned the queen had been taken from the island. Having spotted a large ship devoid of color, whispers from the Cursed Isles began to surface.
And obviously it's telling the story
Red
of what
planned to
happened,
leave
you know,
to find
during
her.
the Phantom
Refusing
Castle.
to let him go alone, his friends joined him to find their queen and bring her back home.
I actually
They
really
set off
loved
for
all
a
the drawn
shady
aspects.
ship owned by notorious ex-pirate.
Shout out to Sean88 who drew
Who
that
agreed to take them to the
specifically
Cursed
for the
Isles
game.
with his most
Turned out
difficult
really, really
adventure
nice.
ahead, and the fate of soulless
I'm pretty sure he
rest
drew
in
that
his
as well.
hands. Red will
He's
lead his closest
really
friends
talented
now,
with
more than ever,
drawing
so
and
long as
dreams.
he doesn't
It's really,
lose
really good.
himself along the way. Ribbit.
I kind of wish I drew that part instead of having it a 3D model, but there you go. Oh man, this is a nostalgia trip. See, once I got that, you know how the boat water, or the water in the front of the boat, see, once I got that, I knew I was like onto something with how stylized the water would be. Wind Waker is a massive impact on this game.
That child,
He's not a child.
apples and oranges, mate. That rather small man defeated an unspeakable evil, saved the entire island, and returned the colour to it.
Yeah.
Fun fact,
Well, mate,
these two
I hope
people are the
you
same voice actor.
Savvy.
So it was funny recording it because he was just
You
like
don't
talking
take
to
down
himself
someone
over and
so
over again.
famous and have it go unnoticed, eh? He's going to have a target on that big red head of his.
And yes, of
I'll
course,
keep him safe.
the
Well, it's all the
model
same to me, mate.
is based on like the Pringles
No
guy.
acts of heroism.
He's called Captain P. Ingalls Pringles.
Yeah, I know.
For all
Don't
you
worry.
people
The
that
sooner we get to the Cursed Isles,
noticed.
the better.
And yes, his voice is obviously taking inspiration from Jack Sparrow, which
Come on,
the
man.
voice actor's
Let's
really
see.
good at doing.
Yeah, you're taking forever.
Okay. I'm coming.
Finn and Coy are obviously fully voiced in this one as well. Coy's voiced by Carnival Boy, part of Carnival City.
So, what do you guys think?
Amazing. Those new gloves are great.
It's really nice, Red. Solace will be proud.
Yeah.
And
I
Finn
hope so.
is also voiced by
Oi,
Phineas and
quick,
Froggle.
dress up.
So
We're docking.
Well, that's our cue.
I really loved having the interesting style of names for all the different islands, like the Iladel. Kind of something about that just is more interesting. And for Wind Waker fans, you'll notice that this is based off of Windfall Island.
Don't get too comfy.
This is the only island that's based off of another island, but yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for helping us.
No problem, mate. Captain P. Ingle is always ready to help out those in need. For the right price. eh?
And you'll also notice the characters are way more animated than they were in the first one, and betterly animated too.
Red, go find Finn and Coy, and then get back here. We're leaving soon.
Actually, mate, if you could do me a favour too. Briggs up at the shipyard has a box for me. Savvy? If you could retrieve said box, that'd be great. He's just up there, by the lighthouse.
Finn,
think-
Coy, and up at the lighthouse. Okay. I'll be back soon.
So yeah, and then you're free to roam. This is basically your tutorial island. This is the what teaches everything.
Focus
You can-
and illuminate.
Red can now he no longer needs a lantern because he can summon light himself, which is a big change from the Phantom Castle. Something that isn't fully explained because again, it was storytelling. I have the story in my head, but as far as like explaining everything goes, I just ran out of time to explain a lot of things. So a lot of things are kind of like just accept it and move on. Up on the D-pad to check Goopa. So now, yeah, you've got a kind of map to kind of it's the map of Solaria, but it kind of tells you like what your current quest is and stuff like that, and it's got a little red on it as well. I also say this is pretty cool. Red isn't actually holding the map. Those are just two floating hands with the map somewhere in the map right now, like somewhere like on the island. You'll never find it, of course, but it's not actually his hands that's holding it.
Hey, Red, we've been on that cramped boat for days. Let's train a little before we head off.
Sounds good to me.
Attack these 3 dummies with square to punch or triangle to kick, or take out your sword with L1 and attack with square and triangle. Don't forget to combo attack.
So yeah, you've now got a sword that's got a lot of combos. One thing that I didn't know how to do, I really still don't know how to do, is combat. So you can just kind of you can do that, but if you rapid tap triangle, it kind of redid the stuff. Also, I will say that his the sound of him doing attacks is really loud, which is again, it was another lesson to be learned.
Now try targeting the last one with R3. Your L2 and R2 become dodges.
Got it.
I was actually really proud of the.
Only use targeting on singular enemies, or you'll start panicking with a bunch running towards you.
So you don't actually panic when a bunch run towards you. What it is I didn't really know how to properly do the lock-on target, so it really just targets what enemy is closest to you. So if an enemy is outrunning one enemy and then the other enemy outruns it, you'll switch between targets automatically. And it kind of feels like you're panicking. So this is why it's just this is why Finn says basically just use it when you're fighting one enemy.
Well done. Now go see what Corey's doing.
Gotcha. Thanks, Finn.
One thing I do love about the Cursed Isles that I love so much more than the Phantom Castle, despite the Phantom Castle being my original concept, is this. I love the concept of your friends being with you on this one.
Red, get up here. The view's amazing. There are 3 ways to get up here, and you can double jump using XX. Or climb this wooden part. Just jump into it to climb, and use your second jump to get up.
So yeah, you can climb in this one as well, although not very well. It doesn't work great. But yeah, I'm a big fan of like multiplayer co-op games. I really love adventure games where you're playing it with your friends, and I wanted this to be like that.
There won't always be one path, so get used to exploring new ways to go.
Got it, Koi. Thanks.
Hey, didn't the captain ask you to get a box?
Yeah, I'll see you back at the ship.
No rest for heroes, eh, Red?
You can say that again.
So yeah, I loved the little kind of dialogues between each other. It was really cool recording that and seeing the characters kind of come to life, especially because the Phantom Castle is like, it's all Red by himself. At least the original is. The second one, or the remake, is a lot more interacting with other characters.
About damn time, kid.
I'm not a kid.
Whatever. Pick up the box with the interact button and get moving.
That's the kind of charm that'll get you hit with a wooden sword.
I like you, kid. Now get moving!
Well, that was rude.
And this is also where Red's innocent side comes out. He's so used to like being on like a nice island, obviously except for when everyone blamed him for everything. So like people slamming doors on him, he's not used to.
Koi box. Yep, I think that's everything.
Hey, little boy.
I'm not a little boy. Hello? Who are you?
My, oh my.
Introduction to a fan favourite, Lyra.
I'm honored. I'm a friend.
Okay, friend. What do you want?
To warn you. It knows you're here. If you get back on that ship, you'll be in danger.
It? Who's it?
The ocean is calling out for you. You must go home. If it finds you, it will take...
No way. My queen was taken from her island. I won't abandon her.
Your queen. Her safety is worth your life?
Yes.
So be it. I wish you luck, hero of Solaria.
Why does everyone slam doors and throw smoke bombs here? So rude.
Right, so you'll probably notice a wee bit of chic from Ocarina of Time. Very kind of like forewarning, but you know, not your enemy sort of thing. For people that have played the game, you'll probably notice that that was actually really just a test by Elida to warn him, and if he ran away home, then she would know that, you know, he's not the one to count on.
All right, everyone, on the ship.
But because he kind of pressed on and went and
And
said
then she
that
said,
his
"The ocean's calling
life
out for
is
me,"
worth
whatever that
trying to
means.
save, sort of thing.
Strange. She didn't say anything else.
Only that if I get back on the ship, I'll
Look
be...
at Finn's face here.
And here we are. Have you told Froggo?
Yeah. He said not to worry.
Not like him to be so casual about a threat. Koi, do you know anything about ocean calling? Koi?
If she's right, we are in danger.
What? How? What is it?
Ocean's Call refers to the Leviathan Ghidorah. On Fisherman's Wharf, it's a legend. Once Ghidorah chooses you, she will hunt you to the ends of existence.
So there's a
Other
lot of
legends
kind of
refer-
exposition
Once
here.
it calls you, it claims you.
Another little fun fact
So
that I
what
just
do we do?
realised: Red's
We need
hands,
land,
they're
and
all
soon.
individual sculpts.
Why is it after
His
me?
fingers don't
does it
actually
want?
move. They're all just... Ooh, that's loud. They're all just,
Boys, kids,
you know,
get up here now.
they're not flexible. Ooh, boy, that's loud. I'm gonna have to turn that down in post.
Red! Help!
We can do this, Finn!
I'm here, but I can't get to you. The fire's in the way.
Red, watch out. These shades ain't going down without a fight.
Yeah, my sword comes in. Hang on. Yeah,
The wooden sword?
yeah.
So I really like this bit because it's like, it really shows while they're all fighting their individual enemies, Red is able to take on, you know, several by himself, and that kind of sets up for like his abilities.
Fargo, hang on, I'm coming.
Red. I'm sorry.
No!
I would love to go back and redo this entire section because I feel like I could really nail it. Because it's not fully clear what's actually happening.
Phileas!
Just in case you don't know, they're all self-destructing and they're blowing the characters off the ship.
Fargo, going.
And this obviously sets up Red for
How
his,
did this happen?
you know, dark phantom moment, which is pretty cool.
Hey. You'll pay for this. Pay for hurting my friends.
And then of course we've got our amazing like hero dark power up, which works really well. He kind of gets lost into the phantoms. You kind of can't tell between him and the other enemies, which is kind of the whole point of it. To say that, you know, to kind of say that, you know, he's starting to be dark just like them.
Girl, your master wants to see me.
There's definitely lots of things I would change, but...
I don't know if I can fulfill your last wish.
Oh, and of course, Yuki's debut as Solace.
Ruling an island? How could you think that? I'm no leader. Nothing compared to you, mother.
So this
Someone found me?
so this shows where they met, and you'll recognise this from the original Phantom
Wow,
Castle.
Who's that? She's beautiful. Whoa! Oh! 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 Ow!
Oh my. Are you hurt?
And that kind of springboards
Red.
their first ever conversation.
Red.
Rago, Koi, Finn, they need my help.
Red. Calm down. It's going to be okay.
You warned me, and I didn't listen.
I understand why you didn't. This queen was special to all of you. Nothing I said would have changed your minds.
But now my friends, they're gone, and it's all my fault.
So you know how I went and said that I like the fact that this was like an adventure game where you interact with your friends, but then I immediately get rid of your friends.
Survived?
Your friends got hurt, but not enough to kill them. If you hadn't have fought off Ghidorah, they would have been picked off in the water.
Fought her off? I don't remember. Everything went dark.
You truly don't know what you did? You fought her off looking like some sort of shade yourself. It was amazing.
So this is kind of foreshadowing the fact that Red's got a
We have
dark
much
streak
to
to him,
discuss, Red,
thanks
but
to
we
the
need to get
Phantom
back
from the
to
Phantom
Gateway.
Castle.
Look around for anything that we can use to escape.
Although I like how it went from such a serious conversation to, yeah, beach time, baby! Come on, grab your coconuts and let's all hang out at the beach. And Red's just like, okay. So you can't actually go up to her and
We
speak to
shouldn't
her.
delay. You need to find your friends, and I must go home to warn everyone.
Warn everyone?
I'll explain later. We shouldn't delay.
Okay.
You need to find your friends, and I must go home to warn everyone.
So yeah,
Warn everyone?
I'll explain later.
so yeah, a couple of details that are different in this. Red double jumps instead of single jumps, and you've got a sprint if you press with R2. And of course, something that I really wanted was
Before I go, take this.
similar
A crystal
combat
that will allow
or
me to
similar
communicate
gameplay.
with you from any distance.
Okay, thanks.
I'll be back as soon as I can. Sit tight.
So yeah, so this is completely a 2D level, or at least it is right now. It looks so good. Honestly, like I haven't played this in a very long time, so it's kind of
A ship?
I'm kind of loving. And if you look hard enough, you can see that that's
Maybe we can
Phineas
get a
and
ride back to the
Phileas.
Sunny Isles. Why did I get in a cannon? How can this possibly go? Okay, no more cannons. Okay, fine boat.
And then it opens up into a 3D kind of Crash Bandicoot section where you can fight little bones, little bone men. Oh, did I kill him? Okay, that was easy.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Get my sword away. R2 to sprint, got to go fast, put away your sword first. So yeah, you can't sprint with your sword out. So yeah, there's a lot of, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of like little hidden things where you can go in, find money. Money's actually like a kind of big thing in this game. That kind of allows you to buy a lot of stuff. Ah! Going to try and do this without dying as well.
Wow, so much gold. I've never seen so much in my life.
So yeah, we get that Red's got a wee bit of a gold lust to him as well.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Now I'm making the combat look decent because I know how the game plays and I also know how to make the combat look good. But The combat is not good. It's quite... I really don't know how to make decent combat, and this game was a massive challenge for that. This game was a massive challenge for everything because it expanded upon everything I did
Oi,
as well.
Furious! Keep lookout. They could be injured and can't move. You there, mate. Get that row knotted down. And you, check out the cave. On the double, lad. If you see a little man with red wavy hair, come get me immediately.
Quick fun fact, Red does have red hair, but it doesn't translate well to a 3D model. That's why he said red wavy hair, even though he's got white hair.
Red, care to divulge how you escaped such a terrible beastie? Unscathed, such as you are.
Or why don't you tell me how you were the only one unharmed and all my friends are missing?
So yeah, you notice there's a wee bit of lack of trust between these two because these two are literally the only two that have survived.
And what's that?
Me and your old pal Froggo, we're crewmates. Sailing long before you could stand.
What? Froggo was a pirate?
Not just any pirate, mate. One of the best. He was my lieutenant before your queen was born. He left my ship and dedicated his miserable life to serving a monarch.
What? He never told me he sailed pirate ships. I'm sorry.
I've got a whole story plan called the Dauntless Crew that shows that their entire rise from like kids to infamous pirates, basically.
We were supposed to switch at a checkpoint, but there's just one issue, mate. I'm now without a ship or gold, so I can't just give you the ship.
Huh. Would a cave full of gold square us up?
Aye, lad, if such a thing was so easily obtainable.
That cave is full of gold. It's yours if you give me the boat.
Men, get the gold. You've got 20 minutes. I like you, mate. But just be careful. I've got a feeling your adventure is just beginning.
And this is basically the start of the game. Another wee kind of fun fact about him calling Froggo his old lieutenant. Froggo was actually created for my friend Brandon, and his original name was Lieutenant Froggo. That's how he started. We eventually kind of dropped Lieutenant and just kind of just kept him as Froggo, but he used to be called Lieutenant Froggo. But yeah, I've got a whole story of them like planned. This introduction was very Kingdom Hearts-esque. I do that for all the islands. I really love them. It's such a good wee intro. It's so good.
Don't worry, guys. I'll find you. Real soon.
Finally, I caught up with you.
Hey, nice to see you again.
How on earth did you find a fully working boat?
Oh, well, funnily enough, Captain Piengo was on the island looking for me. So I traded him gold I found in a cave for this boat.
Full of surprises, aren't you, little knight? Well, now that you're here, it's time to plan our next stop. Ghidorah has been sighted, near the Cerulean Kingdom deep beneath the waves. We don't know who is controlling her, but we have a plan to lull her back to sleep.
You think someone's controlling that thing?
Yes, she isn't one for attacking unprovoked.
Okay, so what's the plan?
There are 5 Ocean Heart medallions. Each hold immense power over our waters. Bringing them all together will give us the power to
I really
put her
love that.
into
I thought that
deep
looked
sleep,
so good. It
allowing
still
us
looks
to
really good.
finish her off. But we need help to distract her while we perform the ritual. Which means we must find your friends first and foremost.
But what does me dealing with Ghidorah have to do with finding Solace?
I believe we have a common enemy. The one who has captured Solace is
Ooh.
behind this attack.
The first sight of
So we find the
Beralta.
attacker, we find Solace.
Precisely.
So where do we start looking for them?
The surrounding islands are the closest place they would have sought out. Luckily, your friends are excellent swimmers. You should seek out these islands first.
Wait,
It's funny
you aren't
because
coming
his
with me?
friends are literally
I'm
a
sorry.
duck, a
I
fish,
needed
and a big
elsewhere for
muscular
now.
frog.
I cannot
So they
join
are all
you.
really good swimmers. Red's literally the only
Red,
one that
I
can't swim
understand the
out of a
situation
team
is
of
very
heavy
difficult,
swimmers.
But I trust in Solace's judgment. She made you her personal knight. She believes in you, so I will do the same.
How do you know so much about me?
When the time is right, I shall explain all. For now, make haste, Red. Your friends need your aid.
Hold on, before I go. What's your name?
Lyra.
people really started to like Lyra, which is great because that was exciting for me, to have made another character that really hit with people, because I personally love Lyra as well. She's voiced by Carnival Girl, who is part of Carnival City, who does the music that we'll hear real soon. So in this, yeah, you'll notice that the Phantom Castle is a lot more linear. This is a lot more kind of open world. I don't want to say open world because I don't think it is, but it's kind of. So yeah, you can talk to people and stuff like that. Although none of these are actually voiced. So we'll have a wee wander around the island. I'll tell you about some of the stuff. I will say all the signs for all the shops that you see was made by Sean88, who is a massive contributor to this game. He helped on a lot of the interiors, which I thank him immensely for. And for you Wind Waker fans, yes, the island, as I said before, is heavily based on Windfall Island. Although you'll notice some changes, most of it's similar.
Man, this island is beautiful during the day.
Morning.
Hello.
You want any fresh fruit?
You! What do you think you're doing here, Nira? Huh? You trying to steal stuff?
Me? What are you doing?
So the cool thing about Nira is Nira is actually technically already in a prequel game. We don't see who she is, but the character is actually already in a prequel that was the Journey to the Enchanted Palace, which takes place before the Phantom Castle.
Whoa, hey, relax. I'm not even here for you.
So that's why she's got such an angry reaction to Red, because Red protects Solaria. She's a pirate who would attack. Oh, also the weather changes randomly, which is awesome.
What will you do now?
Well, first things first, I have to look for my friends. And once I have them back, we can start looking for solace. So, I'm sorry I have to cut this review short, but I have to go. And don't worry, Nira. Your secret's safe with me.
Wait. I know we haven't always seen eye to eye, but thank you.
So yeah, little moments like that with just characters that are purely side characters. Some characters actually do have quest lines, so you can actually do quests in this game. So if we go back up to her, talk to Nira, and if you ask her if she needs a hand, she'll be like, my brother was locked away in some island for a crime he didn't commit. I have to stay here and look after my son, but if you find yourself on a prison island, please find him. He wears a necklace with a crescent moon on it. And boom, quest accepted. So yeah, you'll notice like the weather will change and stuff like that, which is really cool. It'll get dark. Like there's a full day and night cycle for every island, like every single one, actually except one of them. Because the story kind of requires you to be quick. And obviously all the NPCs, they all talk and have words, so this is a really funny one. Did you hear about Solaria? Some big hero showed up and saved everyone. I heard he's 10 feet tall, and he's at Forever Falls helping the local wildlife. So there's things like that that's like people have... The rumours of Red saving Solaria have already hit the Cursed Isles, but people are getting what it looks like wrong, because obviously saying that this 3-foot child saving an island isn't super heroic, but you know, if they say like a big macho man saving it is much more heroic. And then you get the fizzing portal, also made by Sean. This is another cool thing. So back when I was making the Cursed Isles, I stream a lot on Twitch, and if you donated enough in Twitch currency, not real money, Twitch currency, I would put your character in the game, and if you donated even more, you would get a quest line made up for you.
You won't find a better deal anywhere else.
This is Shards. So, you know what, we're going to buy a wee bomb.
Hey, welcome to the fizzing portal.
She also voices the character. So yeah, now we'll go up to the barn. We'll actually hear one of the songs, hopefully. Right, so Sean also made the interior of this bar and actually made the portrait. You notice that there's some characters chatting in here. What? The second game improved literally everything. Oh, the first game was way better. So yeah, they're obviously making a joke about this game. So this is Carnival Girl and this is Carnival Boy. They're part of Carnival City. And if you come in and out, sometimes they'll be playing a song, sometimes they're just chatting. And obviously you can go up and chat to P. Ingalls, and you can also do a quest for him. Since I'm waiting for my ship to rebuild, and you have taken my other one, I'm stranded. As such, I cannot visit my bonny lass. Mind delivering a letter to her on Crest Island? Boom. So let's leave, come back in, and we'll listen to some of the music.
Ladies and gentlemen,
There we go.
Carnival Palace, and this is the fall of Solaria, the tale of the Queen's beloved knight betraying the very island he calls home. Our dear Solaria, her time has come. We fear a war has begun. So call your mightiest warriors all unto her land, for it falls. Falling.
So yeah, they've actually got 2 songs in there that they'll change in between, which is really cool. Let me show you some more of the island. This is going to be such a long playthrough because there's so much of the game. I wonder if this little thing over here is still there. Oh, it is. Right, it's another wee secret money pouch. Always good if you like money. Now, a massive thing about Zelda games was like hidden rocks and stuff. Someone kind of clues you in about this. So if you go over here, you plant a wee bomb, and then you let it explode. You've got yourself a wee cheeky cave, and then there's just a little underground cave. Oh, and a money pile. Nice. And of course over here.
It's a riddle, but in a language I've never seen before, and yet somehow I understand it. Let's see. The light from within casts... No, that's not it. The light... Oh! The light from within brings out the shadow. Brings out the shadow. I should look around.
Then obviously if you go over here, this comes in, stand on this, so you're supposed to light up yourself.
Focus and illuminate!
Not bad for a wee indie game, Oh. Hello?
How can I understand you? The Wisp's grave? What does that mean? How do I find it?
So that was a very kind of early indication as to Red's true being and stuff like that. Just a wee bit of fun. There's not really a whole lot of reason for it. Again, I made this just after the Phantom Castle, and this is still very early in the game, so like I was still learning a bunch. You'll notice that I've learned way more than, you know, what I had in the Phantom Castle, but still not enough to like really be different.
So that wooden sword, magic, is it?
Also, yeah, magic is pronounced different in this world.
Don't worry about the ship, mate. Briggs is sorting it. Phineas doesn't talk much, mate. Snooping around, eh, Red?
So yeah, just being able to chat to the characters, I think is really interesting. And yeah, you can buy stuff. So if you look, you notice we've got 286. Red's curious about the glove. Red's curious about the glove. What does that mean? A glove? I have no idea what that means. Explore the island. Red feels comfortable. Okay. Well, that's nice for Red. Right, let's go down here and let's actually start the adventure. So there's actually a few more things. Under here, there's a challenge room.
Ah, it's locked. I wonder if the key's on this island.
Fun fact, it's not. So let's actually start the adventure. We'll get to the first island and we'll see where we are. So yeah, if you go up to the boat, bam bam, and yeah, you can sail the boat. You can sail wherever you want to go. Well, within reason. Eventually, the map will kind of turn you around and stuff, but it kind of shows you like the fact that you will eventually go to all these different places, which I find is pretty cool. Being able to, one of my favourite things is being able to see where you'll go and where you've been. So yeah, you can stop off here. You notice that the water is very Wind Waker inspired, although it's very hard to get that style in this game. But you're also able to notice that the islands in the distance are the islands that you're going to and have been to. So there's the one we were just at with the lighthouse. That's the one we're about to go to. There's one that we'll eventually hit, and there's another one, and you can see it's like surrounded in thunder and lightning. So yeah, let's go back to sailing. Right, so we haven't been to Gull's Lookout, so let's go here. And of course, it's got a really cool intro, which I think is absolutely stunning. I'm so proud of these intros. And bim bang, we're here.
2 sets of footprints. Neither of them are big enough to be Froggo. I think this could be Finn and Koi.
So yeah, you notice that the levels have numbers on them. So that's level 2 of 2 called Oi Koi. That one's called Duck Duck Gobbin. So let's do Duck Duck Gobbin first. And you also notice there's wee duck feet prints.
Finn? Koi? Froggo? Focus. I hate Luminate! Last time I was in one, I was attacked by a big dumb eel.
There's a wee cheeky reference to Phantom Castle when he was attacked by the Guardian underground. There's a wee enemy type, a wee what did I call them? I don't even remember what I called them. Honestly, I made this game so long ago that like I swear I've changed so much as like a creator on the games that the decision making and planning for a lot of these enemies and stuff kind of came from randomness rather than well thought outness that I do now.
Well, that's one less to fight.
Poor Gobbin, never stood a chance. I'll just hop up here. So yeah, climbing became like a wee bit of a big thing in this game just because it was like the first time I had ever made it work, so I wanted it to be a part of the game, but it's not great. I do like this wee bit though.
Whoa, I gotta go! Move, Gabby, get out the way! Phew. Oh, that was close. Oh, come on, not again.
Ooh, that's those enemies again. So I don't think you can. Yeah, you can. Oh no!
Whoa.
Yeah. Damn, my first time dying because of one of these wee guys raging. Get him off. No. They kind of look like the bullies from Super Mario 64, just not as good. Hey.
Red, you're okay.
Finn? You made it out! How?
After I got hit off the boat, Koi got us to this island, but we got separated by those shades.
I'm just glad you're okay. I thought I lost you.
I thought I'd lost you.
Well, you can't take me down that easy.
Come on, let's get out of here. We can use this cart.
The cart was supposed to become a mini-game, but we ended
Yeah,
up
buddy?
skipping it because it was too difficult.
No, finding me.
Oh, like it'd leave you behind.
I know, but on that day, at the palace, I shouldn't have run away.
Hey, it doesn't matter anymore. You're here now, right?
Right, let's get back to the
It's the King Goblin.
Run! What is that?
I don't know. Some sort of giant goblin with a crown.
It's the Goblin King.
Just keep running, Finn. I'll think of something.
Okay.
So Finn will just run in a circle, and like sometimes he'll go back and forward.
Hey, he isn't trying to hit me.
Whoa, I'm happy for you, buddy.
So yeah, basically you need to make the Goblin
Hey,
King
you big goblin.
What are you doing?
slash the.
Try to make him hit a pillar.
Oh, nice idea.
Yeah, there you go. You have to make him hit the pillar. Oh, hey.
Head for the tunnel. Dude,
So you can
duck down, one fish to go.
imagine what I was going for with that. You know, you're supposed to make him hit the pillars, and then he pushes the wall back up. The execution in it is very, very funky because, I mean, one, it's just not good. You know, like I was so new to like making like proper boss battles that that some things just don't work. I will say though, Oi Koi is probably my favourite level of the game. It looks and plays the best. Very Crash Bandicooty. And it looks colourful, it looks fun. I think I really, really nailed this level in particular. And especially because it's got a hidden cutscene that a lot of people actually missed when they were going through it. I had to make it way more obvious that you could actually get this cutscene when I came back to it. As
Did Ghidorah do this?
This isn't a cutscene.
If so, how do we stand a chance against such a monster?
The only thing I don't like is Red's. The level design's good. Red's maneuverability is not good. So yeah, you'll notice that when you defeat them, they blow up and try and take you down with them. People hate them because they kind of blow up like randomly. So yeah, in there is a secret cutscene. People would usually just run past. So I ended up building this so that they would stop maybe for a second and look. So let's go in and see what's up.
Lyra, what are you doing here?
Lady Lyra, a rather small child is on his way.
Madra, please don't refer to him as a child.
As you wish, my lady.
Fun fact, the guy who does Modra is my best mate Dev, and he just got engaged.
So,
Congratulations to Dev.
You're just
Mr.
surveying the
EF.
area, right, Madra?
Oh, yes, my lady, of course. Surveying for potential threats, young man.
Right, okay. Well, I guess I'll see you around. Right, Lyra?
Of course. Goodbye, little knight.
You were right. The resemblance is uncanny. Do you truly think he is one of them?
I do, but I have to find Froggo. Only he can give me the answers.
So yeah, there's a wee bit of foreshadowing there, as well as just a funny moment. So obviously Lyra's like looking out for him. She's basically trying to follow him to see how he is and where he goes and stuff like that. And Red's kind of savvy to it. You know, he's not stupid about it. He knows like she's kind of there to watch him. That's why he's like, oh, I guess I'll see you around, and kind of gives her a wink. Yay!
Koi? You're okay! And with a nice entrance.
You know me, flair for dramatics.
I'm just glad you're okay.
I'm glad you're not hurt as well, Red. I was so worried.
Yeah, me too.
I know Finn is on the island, but any chance you've found Froggo?
No, not yet. But I do have a boat, so once we get down there, we can start looking for him again.
Sounds good to me. After you.
Okay, fish in the net.
So one of the cool things that people might not have noticed, I'm just going to run away from this enemy, is that when you get your partners, they'll start appearing in areas. So if you go back to the original island, they'll be on the boat. If you go into the pub where we listened to Carnival City, they'll be sitting in the pub now. So it's like that kind of thing of you're building up your team again. Now, as our last little bit for the area, God, this shade. We'll go in and we'll do this very unique minigame. So there's a random lighthouse on the island, some coins, da 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 da. If you go all the way up to the top, God, this lighthouse is not big enough for Red's head. If you go all the way up to the top, you'll notice this little guy called Bun Bun. Bun Bun was a character actually made in like Little Big Planet.
Red? Bun Bun? What are you doing here? Come to the Cursed Isles to finish my book. The Adventures of Doodle Red. Yeah, it's about us back in Solaria when you helped me find my carrot. You was a real hero. Oh, it was really
You was a real hero.
You just help anybody. And now you're here. This is a good day. Hey, it's not finished, but you want to read it? Sure.
So you read it and then you go into like this little doodle world. So you're basically back, this is back in Solaria right now, of which he is writing about. This is a very kind of cool mechanic that never actually goes anywhere. So as a doodle, you splat into the wall and you become this kind of 2D character. We were actually going to make a full game of like this, where you would kind of go between a doodle form and you know, a 3D form, but we ended up not getting to it. Like, you can dance. Boom, bam, boom, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, 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 bam. Let's go in here. As we can. There's a wee Steggy reference. That looks like more like a piggy. Sean drew that. Actually, I think Sean made this entire area, now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure Sean made this entire map. Like I said, Sean was a gigantic help with getting this game out. He made a lot of environments and really allowed me to kind of focus on everything else, which is great. Such a unique design as well. I kind of wish I could go back and make a game like this. And then there should be one banana left. Hey. Boom. How about that? Right. So we've got everyone. We've got our duck, we've got our fish. And now basically the next island is opened up. So we'll head to Isla de la Luna Creciente, which is the island of the Lover's Moon. Well, I can't believe I can't remember that. Island of the Moon Lovers? I think it's Lover's Moon. Isla de la Luna Creciente. I just like how that sounds. Right, okay, well, we're going to call that part 1 here. This game's quite long and I don't want to make the video like oversaturated or too big, because then people will just be like, a 2-hour video? I am watching that, see? So we'll call it there. We'll start from here next time. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the director's commentary of Red and the Cursed Isles. It's a lot of fun going back and seeing all this. So much hard work and love was put into this game, and I'm really glad I get to share it with people that honestly will never actually get to play it because, you know, it's on Dreams and it can never kind of be off Dreams, so being able to share it in video form is really great. So yeah, thanks everyone, and I'll see you all in episode 2 of the Cursed Isles. Bye!